Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby and today what we're going to discuss is how to grow your product-based business on Instagram. But before we get started, I want you to turn that bell notification on and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you get alerted every Wednesday at 7 p.m. when I post. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to say to you guys is the first thing. So number one, make sure you look at your competitors. Now have a book, have a notebook and pen and whatever you need, because we need to get into the nitty-gritty here. We need to know what is it, who is it, and what are they doing well, and how can you implement that into your own business. So what I would do is I'll go and find my competitors, get 5 of them, see what they're doing and see how they're portraying their work, see what's working, see what's not, and start taking notes. This is what everybody honestly does. People don't tell you that, but this is what people do in order to even grow their business, because they always have some sort of mentor, guidance, or anything around it. But what you're essentially doing is market research. So make sure you do that for tip number 1. Tip number 2, what I need you to do is start looking at finding viral content in your specific niche. So once again, you go back to your competitors, look at what they're doing, and then this is how you find them. So the things that you look at is, look at what posts they're getting a lot of likes on and what posts that they're not really getting much likes on. The ones that they're not getting much likes on, then of course, clearly, something's wrong, the audience isn't liking it, so you don't post that one. But the ones that you can see that has, let's say the average is 30,000 likes on a post, but there's an actual post, and within that post it has 60 likes. So when you look at stuff like that and you can see something's got 60 likes, but the average likes is 30,000 likes, sorry, not 60 likes, 60,000 likes, because they're the rival ones, but there's 60,000 likes, then you're gonna look and be like, okay, the audience obviously likes this, so let me remake this, see what they've done, and then let me do that myself. And that is how you start building viral content. Or if you're brand new on a page and you feel like, you don't know what content to post yet, what you can do is you can just have that same picture, but you need to, put their at and ask them, how can I, use this picture and post it? Or sometimes, honestly, personally, I wouldn't actually ask. All I do is at them at the bottom to say, just to show that this is from their piece of content, because you can't steal content, of course, that's a no-no. But that is what you need to do, and that is how you start getting more viral people coming to you, and that will be a viral post. But I would really suggest is you just remake it rather than just getting their one, because when you remake it, you make it your own. And when you make things your own, people are more likely to love it even more, because they're thinking like, wow, you've just created this, and I resonate with that. So make sure you take that on. Tip number 3, please make sure you post consistently. Now on Instagram, consistency is key, and you need to know that, because some people tend to think, you could just post every week or once a week or twice a week, and it really doesn't work like that. When you have an Instagram page and you're actually trying to make a lot of money from it and business from it, you need to make sure you post consistently. See Instagram as your baby. You need to feed your baby every day, right? That is how you need to see Instagram, because look, if your audience sees your work and then they can see that you're not actually posting every day, then that's going to be annoying, and then they're going to unfollow you, and then they're going to find someone else that posts every day, because they love to feed the eyes. See it as that. So you need to make sure you do that. Number 4, I want you to please have a cohesive feed. Cohesive feeds are so beautiful. If you go on my Instagram, it's going to be right here. It's Abby Oniru. Make sure you look at my Instagram. I love a cohesive feed because it's pleasing to the eye. I had this specific vision that I wanted my Instagram to be like, and I literally did that, because I want people to go on my Instagram and have that wow factor. And so when you do things like that, people are more likely to stay on your page because they love the way it looked, and at the same time you're posting value and something that they like. Once again, highlights are very important. So make sure you have before we even talk about highlights, make sure you have a creator page or a business page. And then you could, do your highlights. Highlights are very important. Services, what is it that you do? All of these little things are so important, so please make sure you do that, because then people are more willing to know what you do and they're more willing to stay on your page, because you have so much of great things on there that people are thinking, yeah, I love this page, let me stay on it. Tip number 6, make sure you always view your insights on Instagram as well. Keeping these numbers, looking at these figures are so important, because when you look at these figures, you know what you need to work on and what you don't need to work on, and so on. So looking at your insights, looking at what time it is best to post, all of these things, everybody's Instagram page is different. So if you have an app called Plannerly, they say 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9 UK time's a good time to post, but it honestly depends on your page. So that's why you look at your insights. These other apps just show like the general times that people normally post and they get a lot of responses by, but everybody's Instagram is totally different. So you need to make sure you look at your insights so you know all of these things. Tip number 7, get influencers to promote your brand. I see some influencers do this so well. They say, for example, you're a skincare brand and you want to do masks and stuff. There's one woman that I follow, and she's so good. Like, she'll show her doing her skincare routine, but she's doing an ad, and it's really good because people are so fascinated because they love her skin. They see that it's all clear, and on the ad she'll be like, this is what I use and so on, and things like that would be awesome, because then people are willing to, they copy you. When you're an influencer, honestly, like, people copy you. As in, when you're an influencer, people copy you. They listen to what you do if they're obsessed with you, and then they'll go get it. They say you for example have candles. Now if you see an influencer and they have these lovely candles and they at you, that's a promotion in itself, and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I love those candles, where did she get it from? And then they've added you, and this is how you'll get people to come on your page and they will purchase from you, and then you're smiling. So all of these tactics are so helpful, especially when you're a product-based business, because you can scale so much. You could even become worldwide, global, but it's all the way you market yourself. And this is why these influencers or these specific pages are good, depending on what is it that you do. But when you are a product-based page, I believe you'd rather use influencers than pages that have quotes on it. Tip number 8, so when you're a product-based page, I want you to make sure that rather than you just having your products on there, show face. Or if you don't want to show your face, get people to tag themselves of a picture of them like holding your candle, so then you can use that content into your work. So for example, here's a quick lovely tip. Have a gift card, tell them on that gift card, thank you so much for purchasing my product. If you want to be, oh, there's a specific word that I'm missing out. I know the word that I want to use, but I forgot it. But if you want to be on my page, get the chance to be on my page, essentially tag us on your content of the piece of content that you've got posing beside our candles, for example, and then we will put you onto our page, and that will be very helpful and people will love that. And then that's even good for you, because as your brand gets even bigger, you won't even need to be creating content anymore. Like, you really will not, because they're doing it for you, and then all you're doing is using their pictures. And the final thing before we end today is make sure you have HD photos. HD photos are super important. Everyone loves HD, so please make sure you have HD photos. Make sure that, you know, you don't have certain photos that you feel is a bit blurry, because your page is very important, so you need to make sure everything on there is looking good, it's looking professional, and you have no blurry photos. So guys, I hope you loved that. I hope you loved all the tips that I gave you today. And now if you're interested more about how to even scale your business, I want you to watch this video here and make sure you click on this link, and I will show you how to scale your business. But before we end today, make sure you comment down below. Tell me what you thought. Tell me if you loved it. Make sure you leave us a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.